Okay, then let's go into the next game. As you heard, Mirror here on Fortress. And I'm not sure what... Are they playing NHC Fortress? No, they're playing normal Fortress. Okay, that's obviously not the greatest choice, but I'm okay. But maps look solid, at least for the Viper. Pretty solid woodlines here in the back. Stone around. Gold very open, though. Both boars inside. Hera has both boars inside as well. Nice defensive gold. Super nice defensive wood in the back as well. Yeah. But to me, what means losing player chooses? The guy who is down in the series? Yes. That's how you define a losing player, right? Otherwise we would have said loser of previous game. Which doesn't make too much sense in the game 4. Some French stream with 2,000 euro prize per FFA game has 22k viewers. Yeah. It's a big streamer. I read it as well. I think there are some people even out of our community signing up. Obviously, like, you are super crushing if you have any idea how to play. Okay, time for questions, time for comments, guys. This game... Honestly, I think Castle Age aggression is even out of the question in this one. I think Mangonels are just so good to defend anything your opponent is doing. And Hera won't scout that the gold spot is that bad. So he won't go for aggression. Viper is fine with playing late game. I personally think this could be a boom game. Yeah. So we have a lot of time to fill. Is this match visible to all players to the spectator lobby? Yes. I think Gaia has the best point of view. Okay, then we'll watch a bit of Gaia. Relic. Some eagles flying around. Look at that. Some birdies. Edge of the map. Can we follow him? Not really, but another bird. So free. It has to be autumn, right? If they're flying east? I think that's how it works. What is the mirror? Khmer, my man. Scout and King still out here. Trying to get some vision. What after Fast Imp? Scorps and Harps? They shouldn't play Fast Imp. No, like, Khmer is a civilization that needs a lot of army. I think Fast Imp would be suicide. While in his king, well, villagers aren't really around. Hera and Viper both defeated, so Gaia wins. Pop 23 for the snake, pop 22 for Hera. Nothing too special here. And 4 on gold. Actually, that's pretty bad by Hera. That he cannot click up instantly. He should have built more, and once you reach fuel age, you should just instantly be able to click up. And Viper also sent 1 villager to fuel on gold, or a bit too late. You shouldn't need to build a single villager. He even queues up 2. Yeah. Mistakes were made here. You don't need buildings for Khmer. Therefore, reaching feudal age, instantly clicking castle age is the best play. But, well, not everyone is as knowledgeable as I am. Luckily for our entertainment. Relic position, something we didn't mention yet. One in the very back here for the Viper. Already scouted it. He already scouted 4, and, well, it's likely that he will scout the 5th one over there. With the scout now. Could be good options. Now even goes for the gold upgrade. So, wow, that feels like monk opening. Oh, Hera. Just a prank. Just a prank. This is the civilization with the Ballista elephants, indeed. So maybe something like cutting through the wood line and then going for siege? Actually, yeah. Aggression is better than what I thought, because you don't need to break through the walls. You can just Ballista elephant his way through here. Or here. Or here. Nah, here not, because of the 2 towers. That's not really breakable. Oh, we will have to seize in the back. And the Ballista elephant needs to walk quite some distance. Why is Viper playing so unconvincingly lately? Why would you say that? Why you away in the last game? Khmer, good civ for Black Forest? I think they're bad. Yeah. Okay, Viper needs to run. Oh, what is he doing? Is that a misclick? Does he want to hide a strategy? What's happening? 8 HP. He's going for the boom. So he doesn't want to hide any strategies. What is this? Where's his king, by the way? That's a monastery? That's a market? What? Where's his king? Okay, over here. Interesting. What is happening? Why are we building a market? Is it to buy some food with your gold? I think a monastery feels like a way better option. Yeah, bought 200 food, queued up more villagers. Now a house. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a monastery after this. Yeah, keeps villagers on gold. Whew. Guys, still question time. Entertainment time. Short jokes are an option. First monk out. Let's take a look. Hera, does he know? Nearly podcast. I actually did a podcast. In German, 1.5 hours. Coming out 30th of December. With the RAD ZDF. Or ZDF. They have a new esports podcast. For every German. Maybe he also plans on buying stone for further TC later? Yeah, but then you don't need to build it that early. What does Pinocchio say when he says my nose will grow now? What, guys? What? How much beer will you buy for NSC? Oh yeah, you already asked that and I missed it. Sorry. Probably something like 20 trays. So, what is that? 200 liters. Maybe a bit less. Maybe 15 trays. I will do nearly math again. And see how much I ordered last time. And we'll probably order the exact same amount. I think last time we had 1 tray left over. What brand of beers? Pilsner Urquell. Astra Alsterwasser. And Erdinger Hefeweizen. I thought to switch to Viper stream, but it's really not bearable. Everyone knows it's better in the chat. Glad to be back here. Yeah, here only one guy knows it better. And here's the microphone. Do you guys recommend I get Nearly Rage or Nearly Math or Nearly Boy with 780 points? Maybe all of them. I drank Bockbräu in Hamburg. Was the best I tried. Okay. Do Ballista elephants need ballistics? No, I think that won't even help them. Got the points. Oh, that looks like a win for the Viper. Why is Hera taking this fight? Why is Hera taking this fight? Because he's the very best. He is the very best. Yeah. I want to be the very best. Okay. Hera, best player. That's why he's playing and I'm trash talking people. Did he heal the scout? I didn't know. Okay. Relic count. I think it will be 4-1, honestly. And it's 3 for Hera now. And yeah, so 4-1 for Hera. That's a nice advantage, surely. Viper only 3 villagers behind. 3 villagers ahead behind this. Now going for TC number 4. Hera is playing... What is this? A farm TC? I haven't seen this in quite some time. A pure farm TC. Okay. Given this mirror match, you got any idea about, to boost the Khmer 1v1? At the moment, they aren't exactly strong. That's probably the civilization that I have least idea how to play this. Okay, so that's interesting. Khmer buff. I honestly don't know. It's really tricky for me. Maybe stable cost half? Who won Viper? Yo? No one. It's a 2-day event and Viper's leading 3-2. I don't have a good answer to the Khmer question. What's the DM meta in Portuguese mirror? Organs? 6 stable cavaliers, 4 barracks, halberdiers, 4 castles, organs, 4 siege workshops, bombard cannons. Can you track the relics? We already saw that it's 4-1 for Hera. So in the future, if anyone asks, please help them out. Don't want to show it too often and people will join late and it will be an important factor, but now you are the knowledgeable guys that can carry on the knowledge I provided. I heard through grapevine that next patch will focus on buffing the weaker Civ. I assume Khmer is included in that. Sounds reasonable. Obviously I don't want to go full on Lu and spoil anything. Okay, so we're going for more castles here. So will be Ballista elephants, really. Interesting choice. Huh. I hope Goth are included in those buffs. Absolutely. Yes. Goth, Khmer, Vietnamese, and I think some people want to see something with Turks or Teutons. But yeah, they're not in the top 3 priority lists when it comes to buffing. Okay, did people scout this extra gold? Viper didn't. And Hera did... He did. Okay. I like the idea that in a longer series, the player with less wins chooses a mirror, or let's say the map. What do you think about integrating that some tournaments in the future? Well, I came up with those settings, right? So I already included it in one of the matches for the future. And I think for series tournaments... Well, that's what we also did... kind of for DM World Cup, right? That you decide the mirror match? Yeah. Okay, Ballista elephants. Interesting choice. Is that really the way how to play it? Oh, we'll see. It won't happen for NAC, obviously. All they need to do to buff Teutons moderately is give them gold chef mining. Ah! I don't think so. Okay, both players up to Imperial Age, and we have a different choice of tech. We have the Viper attacking 2 Ballista elephants. And he will get converted. An instant conversion against him. And Terra will get a good scout off now. Let's take a look. What does he see? The castle. Saw the villagers on stone. Sees more on stone. So now he knows completely what Viper is going for. And look at that. He doesn't want to get the kill. He only wants to see how many TCs did you play. What are you going for? Sees the stable. So he kind of knows, okay, you are probably going for some upgrades for your Ballista elephants as well. Sees the castle placement as well. Pretty valuable. And can camp under here. Won't get any more damage. Sees the amount of farmers. And now will die. But that was such a good scout for him. And on the other side, the Viper. He only saw, okay, he's going on monks. But the Viper knew that because all the relics are gone. So that was actually pretty big for the Viper. For Hera in the long run here. Conscription behind this. More Ballista elephants. And now 6 stables. Oh, so he goes Ballista elephants plus elephants? With 40 Cs? More houses? Interesting. Hera, some control here. Not sure if I think that zone is the most important thing. Huh. Hussars. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, double conversion against him again. Not much he can do. Yeah, maybe it's just for Hussars to begin with. To counter all the monks. Is Ballista Elephant and Troll a really good strat? There's so many dollars on the line. Trust me that the Viper thinks this is the best strat. They aren't particularly strong, but in Khmer Mirror, there might actually be a good option. You're starting with an extra castle as well. Well, we will find out. What is prize money? Well, at least $250. I don't know exact amount. Okay, now some nice snipes here. Gets 3, gets all 4, and gives 1 conversion away. That's kind of fine for him. Plus 4 defense now. And Terror, he just goes, I think Ram Halberdier. Ram Halberdier and 5 Scorpions behind this is the way to go. Ballista Elephant, Elite Ballista Elephant tech now. And, oh god, Viper did miss this, right? He missed it? Oh no, now he saw it, okay. Okay. Lightcav scouting everything. Oh god, it's just like they're not dying. Dealing 2 damage at the moment because it's uphill as well. Oh, now he's debating him downhill a bit. Oh god, that takes so long. Do we have Tusk Swords? Oh no, Tusk Swords. How is it called? The double arrow thingy. Battle Elephants plus Heavy Scorpions used to be the best strat. I can't believe, no, I don't think so. Like, I don't know 100%, but it would really surprise me. That sounds like an army composition that takes way too long to take, or get to. And Halberdier Ram just smashes that strategy, for example. Okay, Ballista Elephants now should easily deal with all those Halberdiers. They are jumping into the Rams. Hussars should deal with the Rams now. And I think Viper just easily stops this. Now +1 attack with the Siege Engineers. Ram is still around. Oh, but that castle is getting a lot of damage. The Hussars simply didn't come in there. Villagers weren't around in time. That trap seems to be saved as well. Defensive trap. 400 HP. The Ram will do the job with the trap. And that castle is going to go down. Aggressive castle of Hera behind this. And yeah, I said it earlier. Ram Halberdier push just feels really strong in this one. But we'll see. +4, +2 now. Ballista Elephants in nice numbers though. Could really shoot through this. Do we have all the arrows in the air that we need? Not really. Needs to click on the ones in the back. For now he's just stop microing what it looks like. Castle's helping out a bit. Finally, most of the Halberdiers are dying. Did get some Ballista Elephants. But what can you do against streaming in Rams and more traps? Getting the aggressive castle up. Another castle to defend here. Shenanigans at the side. Not really happening. Some Hussars that should, or stables that should do 0. Viper, how many farms is he sitting? 63. Reasonable amount for my liking. But Halberdiers are just too good. This is not a strategy that works. And Viper just runs over him. Hera just runs over Viper. And that's what I said. Not a great Civ matchup here for the Viper. Maybe if he had something super prepared, planned, or had a good idea, that could have been something. But I think something there, he simply knows where the army composition is better, would be the choice to go for. And this one did not prove to be one. Ballista Elephants. I was behind in the relic count, but that isn't really that important thing. Is getting some ram kills now, but honestly, that's too many. Hasa's lost close to this as well. And now Viper, he is 60 population behind. Wants to go for another snipe. Probably won't even get it. They're repositioning themselves. A villager repairing as well. Hasas are going down. Rams are pushing. And Viper, oh god, so many wrong steps here. Or so much that is going wrong for him. I think now he's completely out of options. Ballista elephants behind this. He could not get the units done against all those rams. And yeah, it looks like he has the double arrow attack. He's getting the kills against the halberdiers, but that's another castle down. Already 2 castles. Is it maybe even 3 castles gone? I think so. Loses his golds over here as well. Has the hill control. Still with 2 castles up, but that's not enough for proper production. Viper has enough gold. Food count, not that pretty. Pop 130 for him against pop 200. Even clears up the right-hand side. Gets the extra gold spot. Hera with so many beautiful moves behind this. Now moves in. That's a losing fight. Needs the rams around to buffer some of the damage. Viper is chasing behind this. Can he maybe make a ridiculous hold here? Okay, get some kills against all those halberdiers. Micros a bit more. Okay, that's something sweet. Stabilizes some population a bit. Yeah, not the greatest damage, surely. Halberdiers are moving in again. Viper with the wrong focus on the ram. Halberdiers now, how are they fighting this one off? Shouldn't Viper focus the ones in the back? I'm a bit confused by this. I thought that's how units work. Asa's now moving in. Viper kind of stabilizing population difference from 60 down to only 40 difference. More halberdiers in the queue, more ramps as well. Treadmill crane. Something we don't see too often. Bracer for the castle as well. KD should be better for the snake, killing all those halberdiers. And Ramgo somewhat stopped. Don't tell me Viper's actually winning this one with all the Ballista elephants. Did Hera maybe have too few halberdiers? Did he maybe have too few rams? Side attacks were desperately needed as well. Just 5 halberdiers and 2 rams. Such a good go at that side. Something that Viper cannot stop. He needs to go for his big masses. Hera still with a lot of control of the map, of the relics. Still has the forward base. Should have massive amount of gold still for the next attack as well. Viper now attacks into rams as well. Goes into it here. That's a tough to kill army. Maybe now having 2-3 monks behind it could be really sexy as well. Not going to happen. Halberdiers all getting killed. They're just randomly moving in. Not the real attack. Production too far off. And now the trap's in danger. Rams making another go through the center. Is it enough though? Villagers are getting pulled. Trying to attack the rams most likely, or intercepting something here. Nice move. Left click first, or right click first. Left of the rams. Now it's attacking those. Oh god, now we are getting into the Ballista elephant numbers where it gets really scary. Halberdiers aren't doing anything anymore. The rams are the only damage dealers. The raid at the bottom is cleared up as well. KD is getting really scary now, but the next castle is falling. Traps did close down the distance, and that means we are going down to only the starting castle at the moment. Indeed, the castle falls. Everything is shattered down. The Viper pop 155 out of 155. He could get for the better could go for the better army, but the production simply isn't there anymore. Look at that, 0 stone. Everything at the cap here for Ballista elephants behind it. I think Hera is doing all the right steps. More halberdiers wasted at the front, finally closing down the distance. But look at, once they close down the distance, the damage output is just ridiculous from those. The extra damage, just so sweet by them. And militia mixed in, just to make the halberdiers feel a bit more useful. Reclaiming this area now with some skirmishes. Pop 150 against basically pop limit Mr. Hera. What a beautiful game again. Game number 2 and 3 were completely out of this world. Viper is building mass houses. Is slowly getting back onto population. What are Hera's next steps? Ah, he's trying to find another angle. Look at his resources. He could maybe make a Scorp transition. He could make a Elephant transition. He could do anything. He's going for Tusk Swords. So Elephant transition might be something. Has only one stable. Okay. Maybe feels okay against all this. Maybe we can dwindle down a bit more and then come around with 40 elephants. And that would obviously finish the game. Viper will never be able to get onto the Harbinger numbers that he needs or Scorpion numbers behind this. And Ballista elephants aren't that crazy. But Hera needs to hold this push at the front first. Again, Harbadiers in the Rams going to the front, trying to dodge all those shots. But Hussars are doing a good job of fighting those down. Now ungarrisoning, but look at all those Harbadiers, and they're taking so much splash damage behind this. They cannot really get there, only taking fights against the Hussars. Ballista elephant numbers not scratched for quite some time. Hera needs to go back. Viper might actually win this one. What are we witnessing again? Viper pop 200, Hera 160. Another trap goes down. What are we No, don't tell me this is happening again. Again. Game after game. Okay, Hera is now going for the big tech switch though. Will Viper see this? He did see the two stables. No idea about this. And he saw, okay, Viper needs to know the tech switch should be coming. He has to know. Collects one relic. Goes for siege, goes for some more stables. He needs to go for more Harbiers. Okay, Viper. Give me an intel. Okay, he sees scouts now. Everyone wants to go for scouts? That's not really an option. Huh. As for the Onager attack now? That's a bit surprising to me. Where is he attacking Onagers? Is that the Onager attack? I think so, right? Interesting. Onagers don't really work against 310 HP Ballista elephants. Yeah, they don't have the greatest range. But still. Small pause here, but Hera is ready again. And we are continuing with the action. Both players basically maxed out. Hera, lots of gold and stone in the back. Now goes for Onagers, but that... Okay. Now I can see why you play Khmer. If you feel like your opponent might go Onagers against your Ballista elephant, well, then it's the greatest choice ever. And, well, now walls don't matter. Viper could shoot through everything. Can you repair those elephants? No, but you can heal them with the monk. That's indeed what he's doing now. And they could really, really benefit from this. Hussars at the front shouldn't really do too much either. Mainly to take down some rams, but moving in, moving back now. Onagers behind this. How efficient will they be? Yeah, they will do like 50 damage out of 310. Yeah, they will do a lot against those. But Hussars should just die before it. Viper did prove to micro quite nicely against all this as well. And suddenly Onagers in the back taking some damage as well. Look at that. They are in line of fire and already heavily going down. Even the elephants getting micro back here. What a beautiful move. Meanwhile, all the Harbiers are falling. That was a beautiful micro by the Viper. He'd shoot through all the army and took minimal damage. Didn't lose a single elephant this whole fight. What are we witnessing again? Now Hussars are coming over probably to get the kill. And Hera did burn a lot of his gold for this attack. Ballista elephants from behind. Look at all the arrows flying in. This is so sick. And the monks healing behind it. Oh god, is this crazy again. Mass Ballista elephants in a serious game. Something we don't see every day, but yeah. I hate to be proven wrong, guys. Let me go to Mixer chat and know that I knew it better all along. I think Hera lost his timings there. Too many one-dimensional pushes. Now Viper is sitting on his damn strong army. Lost his monks. Oof. That's a lot of Onagers now. 5 Onagers actually Now suddenly get really scary. Nice ground attack here as well. And those hussars, they got one snipe. Maybe a second snipe? No, only one snipe. The onagers in the back. Tough to really call those fights now. Good that we did the benchmark test. Game could be really laggy for other people now. But everything runs smoothly here so far. Hera drops down to pop 150. Onager connections. How good are those? Yeah, they were fully there. But there's still full amount of HP behind it. Viper goes for the spread formation. Gets some snipes against the onagers. Hussars are moving to the front. Hera is running out of options. And those elite ballista elephants are just showing through everything except the onagers. But that's what those hussars are for, and they are doing a beautiful job. Onager countdown to 1. Rams are now fighting each other, going forward to it, and Terra, look at that KD, it's basically 2-1. So many Halberdiers dying. Hussars not really fighting here at all. Now they close down the distance, but Hussars without any extra damage isn't really cutting the chase here. And yeah, Halberdiers finally dealing some damage again. Lots of low HP elephants. I wouldn't mind Viper just randomly adding 1-2 monks again. Yeah, they easily get sniped, but not the worst thing in the world. Captain Pete, thanks for your support, my man. And another go at the right-hand side. Not really a go, just a tiny raid. Oh, Ballista elephants on the open fields, and obviously that's not where they really shine. Hussars with another raid at the top. Harald pop 160, and he probably won't believe what he is losing to at the moment. Didn't you say Viper should go something that might tilt Hera? Well, if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. You absolutely are right. I did say that, and this could be a strategy where it's tough for Hera to feel pretty good after it. But that's what I also said. I think, yeah, elephant archers are a similar unit and a bit more viable. That's why I said Indians, actually. Apparently elite ballista elephants are pretty damn viable as well. Some militia mixed in, yeah, that's just some misclicks. Not really intentional at all. Look at so many more kills. Now 300 kills against 530, something like that. Hussars to the front, Viper banking endless amount of resources. Look at that production behind it. Not too shabby by Hera either, but he's pop 160. Really getting stuff at the front though. Onager connection. Well, fully connecting. Does probably 300-400 damage, but not a single unit dies. Oh, Hussars doing a solid job behind this as well. Trying to get the bombard cannons, but didn't. Nice move back there. And now the ram go through the center. Some healing, instantly sniping that monk as well. This field's over. What is the answer here? Now the ram go as well. Hera's resources, everything at the limit. Yeah, he could build another castle. Something that Viper can't, but he has everything else. Look at that. 2k gold still in the bank. He didn't need to reproduce anything that cost gold for quite some time. Viper, he is playing with 2 castles. So did buy a full, that's why we have 500 stone there. Did buy a full 700 stone for himself to get a second castle up. And then just decided, okay, from now on I simply won't lose any more ballista elephants. And then I don't need more than 2 castles. And seems like this worked out pretty fine for him. Bombard cannons now moving forward. That monastery exposed, and that's the one that has the 4 relics as well. Okay, Hera now starting to go for some conversions. I have no idea if we have block printing. That could be a solid counter actually. We have like 8 monks in the back and 40 halberdiers to protect this. Just convert over and over again. I don't think this would have been the worst option against it. Obviously, hussars are really good, but that's something that the Viper didn't have at the start. +1 defense now for the infantry here for Viper. Runs away from the onager shots. Very, very low in HP. A lot of those. He cannot sit here. Bombard cannons, maybe a hit, something we could see. Goes for the split, some conversions. Onagers didn't get the fire off. They had a small moment where they could have gone. And no, the kill against all the Onagers. That cost so much here. The monks went down as well. That was so beautifully done by the Viper. And yeah, a conversion against him, but some more friends with full HP joining from behind. And oh god, militia skewed in here over and over again. Ah, not the right choice. KD not getting prettier. +2 defense now for the infantry. Feels like maybe some halberdiers could not hurt for the Viper. And oh god, Hussars won't even get a single kill. More monks spawning to die. Onager probably being instantly punished for that attempt by the Hussars. Oh, one down. Second one will live. Yes, it will. Ballista elephant. Diving deep again. Onager from distance. Halberdiers taking another engagement. Hussars going through there. Sniping quite nicely. So good. And now everything is clumped up. And Viper, he will just retreat. And everything with the patrol will follow in this one. And just randomly die. Oh god. Okay, now Halberdiers finally back at it again. But no. 2 volleys and everything dies. 1 Ballista elephant traded off against this. This is not what Hera needs. He's just throwing away so many resources. And Viper could even consider starting deleting villagers because his bank isn't shrinking that much. Bombard cannons behind this. Some more monks being built. Something I really, really like. Conscription as well. And this is only game number 4 out of potential 7-game series here. Left side, yeah. Some raids with Hussars, Halberdiers to defend this being sent in. Viper has... +4, +2. We also have some raids here at the right hand side. Viper with a nice, yeah. 3 Hussars being sent in there, but on stand ground. Therefore, they will simply die under the castle. That is firing quite a lot of arrows. Now big problems. The guy that does not have any more gold income will probably lose his relics now. All ungarrisoned. Could even get the kill before the monk comes out. That will take some time. Viper, don't tell me he already prepared some monks to maybe get some snipes here. That would be so sick if he tries to yoink some of the relics. Hussars continuing with their go. Bombard cannons completely protected behind this. Look at that. 4 bombard cannons. Massive amount of Hussars. And Hera has to tap out. And G to the G. What a crazy game. And I have to say sorry to everyone who listens to me. You did a mistake. Still, it sounds weird, feel the strategy should not work, but it did. Elite Ballista Elephant defense loses, what was it, 4 castles? I think he lost 4 castles, lost his monastery, but then suddenly, apparently getting to 20 Elite Ballista Elephant was enough to get the kill here. And what a sick, sick play by the Viper, and he chose his civilization wisely. How can I be that stupid and criticize the master of masterpieces? Hera should have went for commerced corps. I think he should have gone for more counterattacks. Honestly, he tried too often into the mass Ballista elephants. And Ram Halberdier goes at the side. Just go here, and you pressure him everywhere. Not even sure where the king was in the end. Okay, over here. So that wasn't important. But that's how a Ram player should play. Just attack everywhere over and over again. And Viper, he only wanted to defend one area. And that's how Ballista elephants work, right? You need to mess them up. Whew. What an amazing show match. Please upload the whole series. You will find every game on Twitch. And at some point on YouTube as well. Feels like, honestly, those games are just too highlighty that I might even upload them one by one. That's just too sick.